The city of Murcia, capital of the autonomous region of the same name, is located in southwestern Spain, in the fertile Segura Valley. This outstanding location and nearness to the sea gives our city a warm, dry climate with an average annual temperature of 18 degrees Celsius. Murcia is a friendly, outgoing and dynamic city with a privileged Mediterranean location, which makes it an ideal place for a whole range of cultural and sporting activities. The metropolitan district has an area of nearly 900 square kilometers. At the present annual growth rate of nearly 10%, this figure should go above 800,000 inhabitants by 2011. Making it Spain's 7th most populous city. The city of Murcia has invested a great deal of effort in developing infrastructure and communications, and thanks to tourism and the region's vibrant economy, the fastest growing in the country, it has become one of the best connected cities in Spain. Murcia is within easy reach of 3 airports, the nearby San Javier Airport, Alicante International Airport, which is only 60 kilometers away, and Murcia's new airport, presently under construction and due for completion by autumn 2008. Murcia's train station links it to other Spanish provincial capitals, including the whole Mediterranean coast as far as Montpellier in southern France, and a high-speed rail link is due to be in operation by 2010, making the trip between Murcia and Madrid a mere 2 hours. The city of Murcia was founded in the year 825 by Abderrahman II, and the city was an important capital of Moorish Al-Andalus. Murcia is full of architectural examples reflecting the grandeur of both its past and its present. Alongside the historic buildings we find a modern city where modern architects of such international standing as Rafael Moneo, Santiago Calatrava or Mantarola have chosen to display their creations. The Baroque period was perhaps the high point of artistic expression here, with the finishing of the Santa Maria Cathedral and the arrival of the sculptor Salcillo, who is even today still considered to be one of the greatest Spanish artists of the 18th century. The Romea Theatre was built during the Romantic period and bears the name of one of the region's most important actors. The 1990s saw the construction of the auditorium and conference centre, which hold the city's most important events and with all their halls have a capacity for more than 3,000 participants. During the International University Games, this will be the International Press Centre. Its warm climate and open-hearted people make Murcia a city bursting with cultural events, music, theatre, art, folk tradition and festivals. Murcia is a city which invites its visitors to take a walk around its streets and squares and through the rich legacy of history and art, through the aromas, colours, tastes and sounds of this laid-back city which, although old, has entered its 3rd millennium brimming with youthful energy. Murcia is also a byword for culture. This may be partly the reason why students from all over the world choose universities here in order to take their studies. The city of Murcia has 2 universities and 3 university campuses. The public University of Murcia can trace its roots back to the 13th century and is still today held in high regard nationally. It's a public university offering more than 50 different degrees at both ordinary and honours levels, and has a campus in Espinado on the city outskirts where students are able to enjoy its excellent facilities with sports areas, parks, student halls of residence and other leisure areas. In private education, Murcia has the Catholic University of St. Anthony, founded at the end of the last century. Its central building is a 16th century monastery building, in which history mixes with first-rate modern facilities. Between these two universities, Murcia can offer 70 degrees to some 40,000 students from not only the rest of Spain, but also from Europe and the Americas, a presence which is also healthily encouraged by the international Erasmus exchange program. Just outside the city, a large number of business parks and shopping centers have been built where all types of products can be found. Nueva Condomina and Tader have turned the city into a powerful magnet for commerce and retail for the 2.5 million people who live within an hour's drive of Murcia. Between them, Tader and Nueva Condomina total 2.5 million square meters of commercial space, offering all the services and commodities available in Europe's most modern cities. To cover demand for sport, Murcia has a sports facilities network that would be the envy of many cities around the world. We have 2 football stadiums, 44 public football pitches, 22 sports centers, 7 indoor swimming pools and 8 open air, 46 multi-sports areas, 2 roller skating arenas, 1 athletic stadium and a sports palace, 16 public play tennis courts and 12 fast courts, 6 18-hole golf courses, countless gyms and paddle tennis clubs and a high-performance center. The Palacio de los Deportes, or Sports Palace, was inaugurated in 1994 and has a capacity for 7,454 spectators. It has 6 changing rooms, 4 changing rooms for referees, 1 muscle toning room, 6 multi-purpose rooms, 1 anti-doping testing room, a medical and physiotherapy center, a VIP hall and all public amenities such as cafes, public parking and information points. The Nueva Condomina football stadium was inaugurated in November 2006 with an international friendly match between Spain and Argentina. It can hold 40,000 spectators. A project to enlarge the Monte Romero Athletic Stadium to endow it with a crowd capacity for 15,000 spectators has also been approved, as has the construction of the University Games Sports Center with a new water sports arena, 4 indoor sports pavilions with 1,200 seats and 2 sports palaces able to hold 2,500 people each. With 400,000 square meters of space, the Murcia 2011 University Games Village has 7 separate areas providing the 10,000 participants with access to all services and eliminating the need to travel to other parts of the city. A rest and leisure area where participants can relax and get to know athletes from other competing countries. Equipped with 2 swimming pools, running track, mini golf, tennis and paddle tennis courts, as well as 2 small artificial lakes. Administration areas and offices where the organizing committee's operations center will be situated. Accreditations. Religious services center, recreational and cultural services. Meeting halls and offices for the various nations' delegations. A residential area for competing athletes comprised of 7 apartment blocks with a total of 3,500 2-bedroom apartments able to house 10,500 athletes. Each building will have a swimming pool and its own laundry and cleaning services. A cultural and shopping center complete with shops, post offices, banks, internet area and travel agents. There will also be a medical center and physiotherapy area and a spa fully equipped to deal with the treatment of possible injuries and recovery. An underground auditorium where music, theatre and shows will be held nightly with the participation of the competing athletes. From the very beginning of this 21st century, our city of Murcia has hosted important sporting events. But the most important sporting event hosted in Murcia until now has been the European Youth Olympics, held in 2001, and which gathered together 2,500 athletes representing 46 countries. 700 volunteers contributed to the enormous success of those games, which were a top-class event, not only in a sporting sense, but also as a meeting point for young people from all over Europe, competing in 10 sporting categories, and which had an important domestic and international impact. Murcia is one of Spain's most important university cities with a privileged Mediterranean setting, warm, sunny climate and blessed with the open, friendly character of its people, in addition to many years accumulated experience in organizing domestic and international sporting events. The city is also well equipped to be able to efficiently organize an event on the scale of the World Summer University Games of 2011 and excited at the prospect of welcoming competitors from all over the world. We'll see you in Murcia in 2011.